Every 82 seconds, a residential house fire erupts, and that's according to the National Fire Protection Association. And what's worse, 84% of all fire deaths and 82% of all fire injuries happen during residential fires. But my next guest says there are ways to protect yourself, your family, and stave off devastating losses. As part of our My Home series, please welcome Matthew Kuwach from BlazeMaster Fire Sprinkler Systems. Good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
I'm so glad you're here because I got to tell you, many times I say it's not going to happen to me. And it is common, isn't it, Matthew?
It's very common. I mean, most people think it can happen to me. It's happened to me personally. It's happened to my wife twice.
Really?
1 in 4 people in the United States experience a house fire in their lifetime. So it's pretty common.
Now, Matthew, I have smoke detectors in my house, but I would guess that having a fire sprinkler system is just as important.
Very important. They save lives, they reduce property damage, and they also may help in reducing your insurance premiums.
Now, I can see the benefit of having it, but I'll be honest. I can see also, my husband, putting a little piece of toast in the toaster, and all of a sudden he left it too long, the smoke starts rising, and then my smoke detector goes off. What would happen with the sprinkler system? Would it get activated?
No, and most people think, because of TV and some of the stuff you see in the movies, that if one sprinkler head goes off, they all go off, and it's relative to smoke. Heat activates sprinkler heads.
Okay.
And so they're all individually heat activated, and over 90% of the time, one sprinkler head controls the fire or puts out the fire.
And let me tell you, I know it would give me peace of mind, but something I think of immediately is, okay, I want to get the sprinklers for my home. Pricey.
No, they're not expensive at all. The national average for the BlazeMaster fire sprinkler system, which I'm familiar with, is 1 to 1.5% of total construction costs. So really not that expensive, and they offer an opportunity to have an insurance discount on your homeowner's insurance.
What about if I want to fit it into my home, an existing home?
Yeah, you can do that too. They call that a retrofit. So obviously there's a little bit more involved because you got to cut into the walls, the ceiling, etc. But with the BlazeMaster system, it's really easy to do that. It keeps your costs down. But overall, it's about twice as expensive as a new construction.
I want to show my viewers a video. We actually had cameras rolling at a recent demonstration. It's amazing. Check it out.
Within 8 minutes, a fire can reach flashover, and that's where everything in that space generates toxic fumes. There was a study done by Factory Mutual Global and Home Fire Sprinkler Coalition that actually measured those gases with a sprinklered building versus a non-sprinklered building. And the non-sprinkler building generated 99% more toxic gases and fumes that were released in the air versus the sprinklered building.
What a drastic difference to see both sides, one with and one without. Amazing.
It is, it really is.
Now, we have different options to choose from if we're interested in getting the sprinkler systems. Tell me about it.
Well, here you have, this is a BlazeMaster back-to-back sprinkler head adapter. So basically you can have one pipe going in between a wall between 2 bedrooms, for instance.
Okay.
And you have a sprinkler head on both sides, connecting into the sprinkler head adapter. So that keeps your costs down and, has your protection up. The other thing, I just wanted to demo what this does. A lot of people are worried I'm going to have these ugly sprinkler heads in my house. They're not ugly.
Well, because when you go to the hotels or something,
exactly.
You see how ugly they look?
And they're not like that at all. This actually is a what they call a concealed pendant. It sticks up in the ceiling at 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Up in the ceiling, this thing pops down at 155 degrees Fahrenheit. There's an element up in here that melts. The water comes down, extinguishes the fire. So, this mounts right up against the ceiling. They come in different colors. So, they're very aesthetically pleasing.
Actually, you wouldn't even notice it's there.
No, you don't.
Now, I understand if you have a fire sprinkler system, you're actually going green?
That's one way to look at it, yes. A fire sprinkler system is very environmentally friendly. Imagine when you have a house fire. You have all this debris that's being carried away and putting into a landfill. I had 2 tractor trailer sized dumpsters full of debris, couches, furniture, and all that stuff being thrown into a landfill. The other thing is the toxic emissions. You have all that black smoke going up in the air and going into the Earth's atmosphere. Additionally, the fire sprinklers use about 8.5 times less water than fire hoses.
Okay.
So you have less water usage. So very environmentally friendly.
Something to think about, let me tell you.
Very much so.
Thank you so much, Matthew.
Thank you.
I'm going to look into it. I got the smoke detectors, but I'm thinking of getting this as well. And if you want to know more about fire sprinklers and how they can protect you, check out blazemaster.com.